Hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. This is going to be a bit of a different one. It's been a while since I actually took you to the gym with me to train together, because I shared a lot of tips with you about building your legs and your glutes in general, but I haven't even taken you to the gym with me yet. And it's been a while since I did like a sort of like walk through and explain step by step what I do. So I thought, why would I not take you to the gym with me today since it's leg day? Great idea, isn't it? I know, right? So the reason why I'm kneeling here and I look a bit weird in this like weird red background that is probably hurting your eyes right now. I'm actually hiding in the gym. Look how sick this little spot is. There's literally no one. Well, there's like one person there, but it's hidden, so it doesn't matter. But look how cool, it's literally so sick. Right. Before I start my actual workout, what I'm going to do is I'm going to warm up. We're going to start with some dynamic stretches, which are different from the static stretches. Dynamic means we're moving. If you've done some of my live workouts on YouTube during lockdown, you will know what I'm talking about here. But it's important that we prep our body and it's nice and ready for the actual workout, okay? So, I don't know why I did this. Why the Italian in me just comes out suddenly, like I just can't control it. Anyway, so what you want to do is just nice and simple. When you're warming up, you don't need to do loads of sets, just one will be fine. I don't do this all the time, but I will do it when I'm squatting, if it makes sense, the day that I'm squatting, because it helps with my hip flexors and everything. So, you could either do this, okay? Or I like to do, because it's just easier, just leg swings. So you could just hold on to a wall if you just struggle with balance like me. Just what you want to do is just literally swing the leg, not controlling it at all, just literally swinging it, okay, like a pendulum. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Okay, so we've done this. Now I like to do my usual warm-up, but with a twist. I'm going to show you in a minute. Let's go downstairs and let's activate that bunda. Let's go. So hard when you film yourself as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wear my band. Choke on my own saliva. And I'm just going to superset this hip thrust with elevated feet, so heels on the platform the whole time, and then you're going to superset this with thigh hydrants. So I'm going to do 20 reps, followed by other 20 reps each leg as well. Remember to keep looking forward the whole time. For the first set, I usually keep it light. I don't use any weight, I just use my resistance band. And then I usually add a dumbbell just to make it a little bit harder. But remember, because it's a warm-up set, you don't want to go heavy and exhaust your muscles too much, okay? So that's why you want to keep it light. Okay, and superset meaning we're not resting in between. Straight away on your knees, I always do my thigh hydrants, leaning on one elbow, other arm slightly bent. Actually, I'm going to do this now, it's easier. And then just lift your knee towards the ceiling, okay? 20 as well, each leg. Okay, perfect. Hydration needed. I mixed in a little bit of pre-workout as well, by the way. Just got a 5 kg and a 10 kg, just because I want to go slightly heavier for each set, but you don't have to. It's just for like myself. Honestly, when you're warming up, you don't need to use any weight at all. But if you're a beginner especially, you don't have to. Just a banded one will be fine. Okay, so heels on the platform, Same thing, 20. And what I like to do as well, just a little abduction. Maybe I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Just to engage my gluteus medius and minimus as well. Let's get the dumbbell and lock it here. Some people said that they heard them, but I kind of, there's no trick really. I've just got used to the weight here, so it's gonna hurt at the beginning when you start using a dumbbell here, just because your skin is kind of not used to it. It's like when you do a hip thrust kind of thing, then it just kind of like gets tougher. The more you do it, the better it is basically. So same thing. This time, because I added a weight, I'm going to do 15 reps each leg instead. So 1. I can literally feel my lunch as well. Oh, I can taste my lunch. Usually what normal people do is they wait until they digest, but because I literally have no time to do anything, I don't really have time to digest, so I have to train straight away. Okay, same thing, underneath. 1, 2, come on, 3. All the way up. Perfect, okay, so rest a bit longer. Actually, we don't rest because the resting time will basically be the setup of the next exercise, and then we jump straight on the next exercise. Let me set this up and I will show you. Okay, so for this exercise, I'm going to be needing this. Right, I just really recommend getting one of these, guys, because they're like an ankle strap and a thigh strap, because I basically use it so much. I use it to stop the hook from getting stuck as well in the Smith machine, so I just literally just wrap it around, which is really handy because when I'm doing a leg press, for example, and I don't have this, it keeps getting stuck and I just can't even do the exercise correctly. So one thing that I always like to use is just the mat, just covering this, because if you're using a Smith machine and your gym is like mine, it's got like a mirror in front of you, just a bit awkward, you know what I mean? So I just like to use a mat because this is not OnlyFans, basically. And I start high rep because the weight is just so light, and I will do 20 reps. Also, same thing, make sure that when you come down, you don't round your back, your spine, otherwise you'll hurt your lower back. And when you go up, you don't lock your knees, so your legs should never get completely straight, okay? You should always have a slight bend over here to avoid damaging your knees, okay? So 20, let's do it. This up again, otherwise I won't be able to stand up. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to add more weight. Again, the rest should be minimal. You don't need to rest a lot because for me this is not really heavy. The way I do my sessions, it's like a pyramid. I start really light with the banded exercises, and then I kind of build it up towards the end, and I literally go at my heaviest, because I don't want to exhaust my muscles too much by doing heavy sets. So we're working here in hypertrophy, so building muscles. We don't need to go too heavy. Remember, if you want to build and improve your strength, 2 to 3 reps are fine. If you want to grow your glutes and hypertrophy, then you want to chase more reps, moderate weight kind of thing, I would say, not too light. Awkward silence now when you're resting between the sets. It's easy. It's just gone slightly heavier. I'm not sure how many reps I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna attempt and see how many I can do. I think the only bad thing about the Smith machine is that you can't add a certain weight. You can only like start adding until a certain amount. I'm not sure what the limit is, to be fair. so I'm scared I'll break it or something. So I'm going to attempt this. I don't know why I said attempt. I'm so dramatic all the time. I lift every time I lift. I think I'm going to be able to do it easy. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do 10 reps at least. So, but let's see. Should be fine. 10 reps. It's not too heavy. Okay, so my first compound movement, I'm going to do box squats. I've been doing, I tried actually for a while, let me just sit down so I can explain. So random. I actually tried to do full range of motion squats for like 2-3 weeks, I would say. And I have to say that I came back to my normal box squats because I feel them more in my glutes, just the way genetically speaking, my body responds to box squats much better. So some people disagree, so what I say normally, just try it for yourself, see which ones, probably give it like 2 weeks each, I would say, until you can actually test them out, because the first time usually you don't really get them right, especially if you haven't done them in a while. So I would say try them out for like 2 weeks, both of them, and see which version works more for you, because everyone at the end of the day is always different. The start is always very light, and then I kind of build it up to my maximum. One thing to remember, I don't want you to sit back down like that, okay? That will add a lot of pressure to your spine. You just remain in the same seated position. You lightly touch the bench and then come up. Again, you don't need to squeeze up, because that will put your spine in a really awkward position. So keep your butt out, basically, and do 20 reps. Just gonna get the heavier band. Actually, I'm gonna keep both, double bandage, for an extra burn. Woo. And side to side. Keep going. There's not a number of reps that I count. This is kind of to failure, okay? So as many reps as you physically can. So keep going. Even if it bends, I want you to keep pushing, okay? Push your limits here. You will burn, especially if you use 2 bands. Okay, from here, I'm gonna try, I've just done 3 sets. I've increased the weight to 90 kilos, which is my max. Well, it's not my max actually, 100 is my max, but I usually do that when I'm with someone, because I'm training on my own today. I'm just a bit scared to go too heavy, so I'm gonna attempt 90 kilos, let's see how many I can do. I also added a belt, just for extra support, to support my spine. Not sure how this is going to go, but let's try it. When you go heavier as well, remember you don't have to do as many reps as well. I'm going to aim for 3. Let's see. Just quick warm up. Sketchy, the reps, but to be expected when you got a little bit heavier. And I managed to do 5, so I'll take that. So straight away now, I'm gonna do a superset with a big band. Same thing, monster walk. And then I'm gonna do a light set, so I'm gonna go back to the original weight and do 20. Let's do it. I'm going to attempt the heaviest weight ever. That I've never even lifted this pre-lockdown. This is like the heaviest, like the heaviest. This 205 kilos. My PB so far has been 200 kilos. I might fail, okay? I'm not saying that I will be able to do this. But I'm going to try. It's all about trying. This is how, as well, I want you to learn about being able to test when you're ready or not. And the only way to find out whether you're ready to kind of step up and just go heavier is just to try. If you can't do it, you can't do it. And also never expect to be able to do the best form the first time you try, okay? So that's how you improve over time. So literally witnessing my first ever attempt going online, okay? Let's see how it goes. Again, when you go for this kind of amount of weight, you want to do two reps max, 1 to 2 reps max. You need when you do this kind of lifts, like self-talk, encouragement talk. You need to tell yourself, yes, I can do it. To encourage yourself, hype yourself up. I can do this easy. It's only 5 kilos heavier. That was good. Let's do 3 reps. I'll have that. So I'm going to decrease the weight from 205. I'm going to remove 15 each side, so 30, and just work on doing more reps. Because when you do this kind of reps, it's not for glute growth. It's for strength. Okay. So I will usually do one set for strength and then the rest for glute growth. So that's why I dropped the weight significantly. Before, I didn't film 2 workouts just because it was packed. The gym was literally packed. So I was just checking my microphone. But I literally just did lateral kicks on the cable. That I'll put the video so that you can see what I did. And then also just the abductor machine, 3 sets, light because I was just literally horrible. And now I'm going to finish with the leg extension. The reason why I do this at the end is because it's quad isolation, and since I like to focus on the booty throughout the full or the majority of the session, I just like to finish with a little bit of quads. But I don't want to do it at the beginning because I'm scared that they'll activate and then they'll take over during other exercises. So I'd rather just do it at the end. And I just do literally just 3 sets, nothing crazy. So that's really it. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to quickly stretch in the stretching area that is packed. And then I will see you at home for food. And I'm back. The reason why I look so weird is because I just literally had a shower and applied some fake tan on just to look a little bit more, let's say, alive. Just made myself some food. What I normally do, I made 3 fajitas. Honestly, they look a bit weird here, but yeah, it's not about the aesthetic here, it's about actually eating. So I literally made 3 fajitas, so I normally would have 1.5, and I will save the rest for later. If you want to see the recipe I did, I will eat in a week, and honestly, despite the look of that, it's a bit weird. They're actually extremely tasty. Good macros as well, high in protein, which is what we need. But yeah, really, I'm absolutely starving and I'm about to pass out, so I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe. Please do it, please, because it doesn't cost you anything. But thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.